This story about Andrei Chikatilo, known as the Rostov Ripper, was one of the most infamous serial killers in the Soviet Union. Active between 1978 and 1990, he committed a series of murders that shocked the nation with their brutality. Here is the story of his crimes and capture. Early criminal activity. Chikatilo was born on October 16, 1936, in the Ukrainian village of Yablutny. His childhood was marked by harsh conditions, famine, poverty, and cruelty from his mother left a profound impact on him. These events possibly contributed to his mental disturbances. On December 22, 1978, the parents of 9-year-old Elena Zakatnova, a second grader at school No. 11, reported her missing to the police. On December 24, her body was discovered near a bridge over the Grushevka River. An autopsy revealed she had been strangled, resulting in death by mechanical asphyxiation. Additionally, an unknown assailant had sexually assaulted her, causing severe injuries, and inflicted 3 stab wounds to her abdomen. Despite the killer's efforts to conceal evidence, an innocent man named Alexander Kravchenko was arrested, convicted, and executed for the crime. The murder of a child with extreme brutality combined with sexual violence demanded an immediate resolution. Senior investigator and justice advisor Izigan, one of the region's most experienced detectives, led the investigation. A composite sketch was created based on a witness's testimony, who had seen Chikatilo with Zakatnova. A technical school director identified Chikatilo as his subordinate, and neighbors reported seeing light in his hut on the evening of December 22. Chikatilo became a suspect. However, after Kravchenko's arrest on charges of a prior rape and murder, Chikatilo was forgotten as a suspect. A series of murders as noted in the verdict, Chikatilo feared exposure and began killing again only after Kravchenko's conviction and death sentence were announced. Over the next 12 years, Chikatilo killed an estimated 52 to 56 people, most of whom were women, children, and teenagers. His crimes were concentrated in the Rostov region, though victims were found across the Soviet Union. Chikatilo targeted victims at train stations, bus stops, and crowded places. Offering food, money, or assistance, he lured them into forests or deserted areas. His attacks were marked by extreme brutality. He inflicted dozens of stab wounds, mutilated bodies, removed organs, and sometimes consumed body parts. Experts believed his sadistic tendencies stemmed from an inability to engage in normal sexual relations. Challenges in his capture. The investigation faced several difficulties. Widespread crime scenes. Chikatilo operated across multiple regions, complicating the connection between murders. False arrests. Many suspects were detained, with some confessing under pressure but later proven unrelated to the crimes. Misleading profiles. Initially, police searched for a mentally ill or overtly deviant individual, allowing Chikatilo to evade suspicion for years. Capture and confession. Chikatilo's killing spree peaked in 1984, with 15 victims that year, bringing his total to 32. After being briefly detained, he went on to kill 21 more people. In late 1990, law enforcement increased surveillance at train stations and other locations where Chikatilo hunted victims. On November 6, 1990, he was arrested in Rostov after a police officer found his behavior suspicious at a train station. During a search, authorities found a knife and ropes in Chikatilo's possession. While direct evidence was initially lacking, his fingerprints and physical appearance matched witness descriptions. Under pressure from mounting evidence, Chikatilo confessed to 56 murders after a 10-day interrogation. His confession shocked even seasoned investigators. Throughout the operation, approximately 500,000 people were investigated. This led to the resolution of 1,062 unrelated crimes, including 95 murders, 245 rapes, and numerous other offenses. The investigation into Chikatilo cost the state an estimated 10 million rubles in 1990 currency. Trial and execution. Chikatilo was tried in April 1992. During the proceedings, he exhibited erratic behavior, tried to intimidate the judge, and shouted insults. Despite his attempts to feign insanity, psychiatric evaluations found him sane. He was convicted of 52 murders and sentenced to death on October 15, 1992. The sentence was carried out on February 14, 1994, in Novocherkassk prison. Legacy. Chikatilo left a profound mark on criminology history. His crimes prompted significant changes in the Soviet legal system and methods for investigating serial killings. His story serves as a chilling reminder of how personal trauma can lead to monstrous acts and remains a symbol of absolute evil.